Pastor Rob here, saying hello to everybody today, looking out into our backyard where it's kind of rainy and dismal. And, my view of the backyard with the rain coming down is very different today than it was yesterday. I had a rough day yesterday. Honestly, this whole stay-at-home business and the challenges that come with it have kind of taken its toll, and I was feeling sorry for myself and, all the struggles and tough things that people are going through and not being able to be there and be part of people's lives right now in a personal way. And I got just feeling a little sorry for myself. I had a rough phone call the night before. It was hard. I came away from it disappointed, a little confused, and certainly maybe even a little angry. But it kind of ruined my night's sleep because I just couldn't get it out of my head, and that made yesterday even a rougher day. We tend to look at the outside, the outward things of this life that impact us and allow that to influence our mindsets, our attitudes. And I just got to thinking, how God sees things from his perspective. And the great verse from 1 Samuel chapter 6 comes to mind when David was about to be anointed king, and Samuel, the prophet, hadn't been able to find the right one yet in the family of Jesse, and thought his search was over and was discouraged. But God said to him, "The Lord does not look at the things man looks at. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." And I thought, that's where I'm going wrong. I'm looking at the outward. I'm looking at how it affects me, how it impacts me. Everything was me. And I realized that my perspective had to change. I wasn't thinking on the good things. I was worrying about things. I was anxious. And I thought, what? My perspective has to change. It was kind of a bury my head in my hands moment. And then I came across a little postcard that my wife had written. And in this very same portion, it says, "Our attitudes need adjustment with every change that comes into our lives. The secret to safe arrival is to continually adjust your perspective." So we look at the outward and we think, oh, I wish I could get that haircut. I wish I could get my hair colored. I wish I could get a new change of clothes, get out of these sweatpants. You know what? Sometimes perspective is everything, and we can do some things on our own that really make a difference and buoy our attitude. So I thought, okay, I'm changing today. I'm making the decision, and I want to be a new person in the sense of my mind and my attitude. So yes, in fact, sometimes it can be just a haircut. Sometimes it can be a goofy shave of a terrible looking white beard that makes me look much older than I think I feel. But you know what? Attitude is everything. And the Bible tells us that we are to give everything that we're concerned with to God. We're to give him our cares, our concerns, our anxieties. And you know what happens? The peace of God. Everything changes when that peace comes into our lives. It's not outward, it's inward. And it guards our hearts and our minds in Christ Jesus. I just encourage you today to make sure that you're looking at things the right way, not from the outward, but from the heart, what God sees.